Whether it's after it's salted or before it's salted, go ahead and trim off legs. Any pieces of excess fat, those little pieces of fat right there should be okay, but AD here likes to make sure that it's taken off. Try to not cut the hide itself, because any little tiny pinprick hole turns into about a 3-inch hole in the leather when we're done with it. This is current hides collected at this point. AD started with the bow season this year. This class is going to cover the best way to stack these out, salt them up so that the pallets are stackable, and that you're able to utilize the best positioning on the pallets themselves. Last year, with us stacking them this way, which was recommended by Grand Lodge, we were able to stack anywhere between 110 to 115 on one single pallet. You don't want to go over 4 feet high, and that's from the bottom of the pallet to the top of the pallet. After 4 foot high, then you start running into worries of stacking them too high to where they cannot be stacked in the pallet. AD is going to go ahead and salt the ones that desperately need it at this time. That one's in pretty good shape. And as you see, there's a lot falling off. So we actually had a local distributor of this feed salt, which is non-iodized salt, donate it to us. We received 10 bags donated. We received another $22 donation and bought the white and blue bags. And we have a deal with a local distributor that instead of paying $7 a bag, we only pay $4.50. Or about that.
Yeah, $4.50.
Okay, about $4.50 a bag. Now, if you notice here, AD is stacking them and crisscrossing them and making sure they cover the pallet. If you have anything hanging over, we recommend that you just fold it up into itself. And what he likes to do, and what I also like to do as well, is lay it on the pallet itself and then add the salt. It gives it a nice flat surface, and it helps you realize that the pallet is flat and easy to stack. While he's doing that, which he folds it over and then he makes the edge of the pallet, which keeps the pallet square and easy to stack more on. It's like a Tetris game. After you get to the point where the sides are getting high, throw a few in the center and flatten them out. And once you start to get the bump in the center, start repeating the process on the sides of laying them down crisscrossed and getting it to where it's flat again. As you notice over here, we have a big bucket of salt. Some of this is, actually all of this is fresh from this year. So we had a few other bags that were donated or that we purchased. And yes, we have quite a nice facility here, which anybody who is unable to make it to the other drop points for their hides, we welcome you to bring them down for storage here for pickup. We have a very big area where an 18-wheeler can park and we can load it up. We got this building actually donated to us, and all we did was talk to the city of Casper about that, and they found a facility for us to do this in. For those of you who may not know, some of the communities are very big in helping veterans. If you mention that this is a veterans program, they'll be more than willing to help you out with it. That being said, as you notice here, our pallets, we try to keep them flat at all times, all the way up to the top. How many is on this right now, AD?
16.
So there's 16 hides on this pallet right now. As weight gets added to it and everything else, they flatten out. Plus, with folding them over like AD does to get them in the set up on the sides, it holds a lot of the salts in. And if you notice, he uses quite a bit of salt, especially because of the fact it's not cold weather yet and they're not going to hold up. The other request on that came from Grand Lodge to use quite a bit of salt because these hides sometimes sit in the storage area through the summer waiting to be tanned by the tannery. So the more we can work to save the hides, the more we can send them out to disabled veterans and get things situated. If you have any questions, feel free to get a hold of Rusty Wells. If you're in the East District, feel free to get a hold of me. I am your East District Chairman, Joshua Wheeler. I will be more than willing to help you in any way with ideas of how to get people to donate your hides. We, in this area, have 3 butcher shops, Yellowstone Meat, Pat's Meat Processing, and Dan's Meat, that last year gave us any that somebody said they wanted donated to the Hides for Vets program. And this year they're actually giving us all of their hides because they don't want to deal with the gentleman who sometimes comes up and buys the hides because he is too sporadic and we are more on the ball. So you never know what a small thing, somebody might be just giving you 10 or 15 hides in a season, and then it might turn into you get all their hides. So talk to those meat processors out there. And let's try to get this done. We missed out on first place in the nation by 97 hides. But we did go from 3rd in the nation without being anywhere close to 1st in the nation to 2nd in the nation. And once again, just by missing out by 900 or 90 something hides. I believe it was 97 was the actual count. Once again, any questions, feel free to call me, 307-215-6577, and I will try to answer any questions you have. And good luck getting these hides together, and I hope we can go for that first place trophy in Grand Lodge Convention.